Hey, what's up? Same shit, different day. Oop, demonetized. I don't know where I was going in the first video, but let's see if I can do this again. So, first up, knowledge. Planck length. The shortest length possible in all of known physics. Mass is time, is energy, all at that single length where all of the waves agreed. So if we're going to talk about the Planck length, we might as well talk about extraterrestrials. Aliens. What are the aliens doing? They're doing human trafficking. Under the radar. Elite pedophilia, such as Jeffrey Epstein, who did not kill himself. Or did he? After Jeffrey Epstein killing himself, we have schemes, scams, and frauds, pyramid schemes, bank frauds. And if we're going to talk about bank fraud, we might as well talk about the Federal Reserve counterfeiting money. Like, I'm pretty sure I said yesterday that the Federal Reserve can make an arbitrarily large amount of dollars, but I have a question if you're watching this. The 7th Amendment says something about $20, and I'm wondering if they print a lot of money, that kind of bites them in the butt. But then again, they're just the mafia, so they'll do whatever they want. Guns and clubs, baby. And those people with the guns and clubs, they're cannibals. And that's why it's all about Christianity, baby. Because in Christianity, forms of human flesh eating are anathema. So instead of eating humans and adrenochrome for your subsistence, you could grow cows, like farm cows, instead of being farmed yourself on the government tax farm. Dietary nutrition. So I know I said beef, but you want to balance it, and if you're going to eat vegetables, make sure you cook them first. All coconut oil, avocado oil, and all of that nutrition is for feeding your cells, getting your super water, because the body contains the same amount of water as the surface of the earth, so that's pretty cool. And your spine is like pumping energy up and down. So I'm like a water bottle vibrating, making sounds come out of my mouth. But if I didn't want to do that, I could move my hands around and like write stuff down, such as on this piece of paper. Qigong and Qi energy, so that's basically what I was talking about. You just want to balance your chakras. Kidney filtration, that seems to be pretty important. Vagus nerve. Sleep hygiene. Reducing nervous system arousal. Energy, color, sound, sacred alphabets. And that completes the knowledge section. Moving on to character, we have Kabbalah revealed, then science of initiation, then esoterica, or 40-day sunrise, watching the sunrise for 40 days and your depression will go away if you do have depression, or if you have sleep apnea or whatever. Law school is land, air, and water school. So, once again, First Amendment, Congress shall make no law. Quantum grammar. The hooligans in the government want to think they can dumb us down, but we're smarter than that. We have quantum grammar on our side. Carry the one. It's this girl on just, I'll try to make a card. Just carry the one. She's talking about public school indoctrination. Corruption in public schools. Agenda 21 / communism / student loans. Then we have math and education. So, yep, math. And then freedom of speech. So, the deep state is attempting to censor people talking out about climate change and the fact that climate change is a scam, just like every other scam. And you'd be surprised how many people fall for scams these days. Time is not money, so if the Federal Reserve can just print an arbitrarily large amount of debt notes, then what's the point of saving it? And what's the point of working for it? Or, stuff like that. The Q-University, Douglas Belmore, talking about Q-University, he got, pardon my French, he got shit on by the university system, and as did John Gabriel, which is the next topic. Remember, all of this is in the Homeschool DIY playlist. So John was saying that sets of numbers are literally trash, and I happen to agree, because math does not start with counting, it starts with geometry, and numbers are derived from geometry, well-formed concepts. And Microsoft Excel is just it's like manipulating numbers. It's a data sheet. Forgot what I was going to say. Applications of matrices, logarithms, qubits, octahemi-octahedrons, 3D Platonic order, geometric origin of color, hydrogen subspace interactions, geometry is location and distance, infinity has no place in mathematics. So that completes all of the things in the character section. If you think infinity is a well-formed concept, you have another think coming. Now, moving on to skills. So, starting off with physical skills is pentagrams. Pentagrams, phi ratio, the phi cycle body. Freemasonry. Then next up is Illuminati, also known as the corporate pyramid scheme. So the corporate pyramid scheme I will discuss in my final Patreon video. And basically it is the government stealing your identity and putting you into a corporate pyramid along with all the other dead entities. Then we have the remonstrance process. And then we have the revocation of election that Congress conveniently laid out for us to submit our affidavits of revocations or affidavits of repudiations.
There's nothing to guarantee because it's a provision provided by Congress. So you as the sovereign, you instruct your public servant people, I am not part of this club. So
right. Got it.
So the process is submitting, or not submit, of course that's putting yourself underneath, that's the wrong word. Complete your process, revocation of election process, and make sure that you have proof of delivery, because then they might, well, we never got it. You know, kind of games that they can play.
Then we have the pursuit of happiness, which is just the right to own property. Sorry, Craig, you're kind of wrong. Craig Wright. Shout out, Craig Wright. I'm calling you out. Get good, guy. So, pursuit of happiness, that's just the right to own property. It's not the right to own other people. Whatever. Creationism, so God created the heavens and the earth. And then metamodernism, the end of time. Because, yeah, just do your own research. I have all of the videos in the Homeschool DIY playlist, like I said. So that completes physical skills. Now moving on to mental skills. Mental skills. QAnon. Should Q be censored? I mean, are they alt-right trolls? Who's to say there's not alt-left trolls that are just destroying everything? Out of Shadows documentary, 14 million views at the time of this recording. Pretty sure, at least. So after that is MK Ultra / brainwashing. And then who's behind the MK Ultra / brainwashing? That would be the Luciferians, the technocrats, the Zionists. And who's behind the technocrat Zionist? That would be the deep state, also known as China. And who's behind China? That would be the shadow government or the New World Order. And who's behind the New World Order? That would be the man. Give up. Just quit. Because in this life, you can't win. You can try. But then something big time, because the world is run by the man. Who? The man. And that would be School of Rock with drums, so feel free to watch that. I find it very enlightening. Then that would follow up with some music, and if you like my song, Meta Modernist, feel free to buy it on my Bandcamp page. And I made that song with Logic. Logic not in the brain, in the mind. And I made that song with my thoughts by streaming some consciousness. But that doesn't really have to do anything with Bitcoin, although Bitcoin is pretty popular because it was made by Satoshi Nakamoto. But instead of me naming myself Satoshi Nakamoto, I just went ahead and went with Akashic Librarian, because I didn't really see any other people using that pseudonym. So I just decided to make my own work as a creator / artist / author. So if you like this video, smash the motherfucking like button, and don't forget to subscribe, because I am monetizing this video because the amount of potential viewers, the amount of potential people who are able to be born is unbounded, unlike what the Georgia Guidestones will want you to believe. Oh my god. Did I not plug this in? No, it's plugged in.